So, good morning everyone. I am Angel Pibukilan.
And I am Miss Australia.
So today we are going to present our language learning remedial plan and case study. So, introduction. Reading comprehension is one of the most complex cognitive activities in which human engage, making it difficult to teach, measure, and research. So, in the case of our chosen students, struggles with reading comprehension, it claims about their difficulties typically revolve around areas such as decoding skills and vocabulary acquisition. So, to assess these claims, educators or us, we employ various methods of assessment. So, which includes a range of tasks such as word recognition, comprehension questions, and fluency measures. So, our goals and objectives. First, our general objectives. So, to address students' struggles in reading comprehension, a comprehensive plan can be developed to build essential skills. So it aims to help learners who struggle with understanding what they read, and the main goals include improving your ability to understand words, sentences, and paragraphs, as well as enhancing your overall reading skills. So our specific objectives is that expanding vocabulary knowledge, ensuring student grasp of the meaning of words encountered in the text. Additionally, efforts are directed towards improving decoding skills, enabling students to accurately pronounce words, and students are taught the comprehension strategies. So our expected outcomes of this learning remedial plan is that the objective is to increase students' word knowledge and understanding of word meanings, including teaching strategies for determining the meaning of unfamiliar words through context clues, and to develop stronger, improved comprehension abilities, increased fluency, and expanding vocabulary knowledge. So the mode of operation is highly individualized and it involves one-on-one setting with two learners. So this lesson happened outside of regular school or every Saturday morning. And of course, before conducting this plan, we ask first the parents or the parent consent for the permission to be our students. And instruction is highly structured, focusing on building foundational skills such as phonics, sight word repetition, fluency, comprehension, and vocabulary. So the approaches, methods, and strategies for the of teaching and learning. So the logical basis for initiation lies in the recognition that every student learns differently and some may require additional support to achieve proficiency. So we began by introducing the fundamental concept, which is the CVC or the consonant vowel consonant, and move on into the blending sound together. And also we introduce the syllables and expanding the vocabulary. So words, pictures, flashcards, graphic organizer, and passages from the familiar stories like Cinderella, The Lion and the Mouse, The Lost Dog, and Miss Life were used as an example. And of course, take turns in reading aloud to keep their attention focused. After each story, review and questions are asked to ensure understanding. So context clues were utilized to understand familiar words and meaning. So making the learning experience more interactive and engaging. So also collaborating with colleagues, parents, and other professionals provide additional support on resources to enhance the effectiveness of our plan.
So throughout our level session, so this is the progress that we observe during our class. So first we do a diagnostic assessment. So we observe that the students is very slow in reading and cannot comprehend the content. So also the student is having difficulty in acknowledging some words present in the reading material. So the students here are very shy to talk. They only answer yes or no question. And also the actions that we do here is that we give them lectures and activities with an accurate materials and tools that will enhance their reading comprehension and vocabulary development. So the next session, we do a CVC or consonant, vowel, consonant, and continuation with the blending. So the students have difficulties in phonemic awareness or increasing reading fluency, which have hard time reading and pronouncing some difficult words or even simple words. So that lead them to misinterpret the words that could affect their comprehension in the word from the excerpt of the story. So in here, the students shyly participate in the class but was trying to cooperate. So the actions that we do here is we think an alternative way so that the student can easily understand and correctly pronounce the words like the sound isolation activity. So the next section, we do syllables and vocabularies. So after the students learn CBC and blending, we introduce them the syllables and monosyllabic to multisyllabic, which is we isolate each syllable so that they can easily read because they are having hard time reading from the initial assessment. So in here, the students gradually participate with the activity with a willingness to learn. So the actions that we do here is we provide flashcards of words from monosyllabic to multisyllabic and assign activities that like counting syllables to practice their reading skills, which is essential for reading comprehension. So for the next session, we introduce a new topic, preposition. So because we have noticed that they have difficulties in using prepositions when answering questions. So the students slowly recognize the usage of the preposition, but not perfectly. So the students here are really willing to cooperate by asking questions. So next, the actions that we do here is that we provide an activity that could fit the needs of the students that could tailor their test. For example, fill in the blanks, where the students will identify what is the correct usage of a certain preposition by giving them a sentence. So the next session, we already introduced them the elements of the story. So we discussed what is the elements of the story and its definition. So furthermore, we also discussed how to detect which the element in the story using the story The Lion and the Mouse. So however, the students here did not perfectly detect some elements of the story. So in this time, so the students actively participate in the class and start to raise questions and ask what will happen in the next session. So the actions that we do here is we provide an activity that we practice on how to detect where part of the story is the climax or etc. So for the next session, so we introduce another story which is entitled The Lost Dog. So by doing this, we use story taking and reading a story. So we ask comprehensive questions to know if the student truly understands the story, but sometimes the students cannot organize their idea. So the students here try to participate through story taking, which we read first and then the learners will follow. So the actions that we do here is that we provide a list of chronological questions that could easily help them to organize their answers by looking at questions even related to the story. So for the next session, we introduce the life of Rizal. So also we use the turn-taking strategy in reading. So furthermore, we give them an activity which is filling the blanks to test if they understand and recall the story or the information from the story. But we cannot attain the taxonomy of affective domain of Cardwell, which is valuing. So in this time, the students actively share their life background and in the discussion of their Rizal life. So the actions that we do here is we provide activity that could help the students to value the heroic action of Dr. Jose Rizal. The students made a reflection in saying, where they stated, what do they want to become in the future? So, for the last day, which is the culmination day, so again, we let them read again the initial of the assessment entitled Among the Enchantress and the Three Crabs. So they are now fluent in reading and and they already know how to read some difficult words and already know what is the meaning of it. So, however, they easily forget the flow of the story that could affect and enhancing their reading comprehension. So, the learners here have some development even in a short period of time. So, the actions that we do here is that we let them to read the story again and again, like 3 times, and ask comprehensive questions chronologically so that they can recall the story and they can organize their answers. So we provide simple combination activity as an acknowledgement for the students' performance throughout the session and appreciation for their actively participating in the journey of learning.
So, for the recommendation, practice reading at home and engage in activities that promote literacy, such as reading aloud to family members or friends every night or weekend time. And of course, offer volunteer opportunities for community members to support struggling readers through our mentoring programs. And lastly, allow community to have meeting every Saturday for yearly reading purpose. So these are the documentation that we had during our learning remedial time. So that is the assessment that we use, and these are the students, and these are us teaching or discussing the students, and these are the attachments or the materials that we use during the discussion. So that will be all. Thank you.